Warren Buffett, $100 billion in net worth, one of the richest men ever to walk this planet. And do you know what he eats for breakfast? McDonald's. Every single day. And it's not because he's cheap. It's not because he doesn't have the money to eat at expensive restaurants. It's something much deeper. Something that reveals exactly why he's a billionaire and you're not. This video is going to completely change the way you see money. And at the end, I'm going to give you a 5-minute exercise that it can unlock thousands of dollars in your life. But you need to stay until the end. So let me ask you an honest questions. How many times have you heard these kinds of phrases growing up? Things like, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are no good. Money corrupts. Rich people don't go to heaven. Or money is dirty. I bet you heard at least one of these, right? Maybe from your parents, grandparents, at church, at school. And here's the brutal truth. Every time you heard that, your mind created a block. Because think about it. If money was dirty, evil, or corrupt, who's consciously going to want to get close to it? Nobody, right? It's like if I offered you a delicious sandwich but told you, hey, you see this sandwich? It's going to make you sick. It's going to hurt you. Everyone who eats it gets sick. Would you eat it? Of course not. But that's exactly what they did with money in your head. And while you were programmed to see money as the enemy, Warren Buffett was programmed to see money as a tool. And that difference is worth billions. Now I'm going to share a story from my own life that changed everything for me. You see, when I was a teenager, I had a best friend whose grandfather was very rich. And one day we went to McDonald's together. He ordered the biggest burger, the biggest fries, and the biggest soda. He ate maybe half of it and threw the rest away. I almost had a heart attack, because in my head that was absurd. Because I had been trained by my parents to think, don't waste, clean your plate, there are kids starving in Africa. I was even embarrassed to ask for what I really wanted because it was too expensive. But after watching my friend and his grandfather, something clicked in my head. We had completely different views of the same thing. My mind was programmed to spend as little as possible because it saw the resource as scarce. His mind was programmed to enjoy as much as possible because he saw the resource as abundant. And it's not just about food or just about money. It's about everything. The abundance of love, of opportunities, of energy, of time. Nature is naturally abundant. One fruit has dozens of seeds that can generate dozens of trees that generate thousands of fruits. Abundance is the rule, not the exception. But you were programmed for scarcity. And Warren Buffett, he was programmed for abundance. That's why he eats McDonald's without thinking twice. Not because it's cheap, but because he doesn't have an emotional block with money. He uses money as a tool. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, here's the part that's going to blow your mind. Money has no morality. Money has no character. Money has no emotion. Instead, money is like a knife. After all, a knife can cut bread to feed your family, or it can be used to hurt someone. Is the knife itself good or bad? Neither. The knife is just a tool. Who defines the outcome is you. And money works exactly the same way. In the right hands, money expands businesses, creates jobs, supports families, fulfills dreams, and saves lives. In the wrong hands, it can be used for evil. And the problem was never the money. The problem is how you were taught to see it. So let me ask you another question. If you treat money as an enemy, what do you think happens? It runs away from you. But if you treat money as a partner, as a tool, as an ally, it comes. And it's that simple. The top 1% understand this from early on, but you were taught the opposite. But the good news, you can reprogram this now. And here comes the exercise I promised. So please grab a pen and paper. Pause the video if you need to. All right, now that you got your pen and paper, write down 3 phrases about money that you heard most during your childhood. Things like, money is the root of all evil, or rich people are no good, or maybe money can't buy happiness. Write the 3 that really stuck with you the most. Now, on to step 2. For each phrase, you're going to rewrite that phrase in a positive way. As an example, money is dirty can become money is clean because it expands my choices. Or money doesn't buy happiness becomes money amplifies my happiness. Or maybe the block rich people don't go to heaven becomes rich people can help even more people. And do this right now. And here's the most important part. From today on, every time you hear or think a negative phrase about money, You're going to pause and mentally replace it with a positive phrase. This seems simple, but this is pure neuroscience. You are literally reprogramming the neural pathways in your brain. In 30 days doing this, your relationship with money will completely change. And when your relationship with money changes, your bank account changes. Look, this exercise I just gave you is just the beginning, because this problem runs deeper than you imagine. There are dozens, hundreds, or more of limiting programs installed into your mind since childhood. Programs about work, about deserving, about success, about wealth. And each one of them is a brake on your prosperity. Now, I spent over 20 years and over $500,000 studying this, and I created a scientific method called ADT that identifies exactly which programs are blocking you and reprograms each one of them. It's not cheap motivation, it's real transformation. If you want to make your mind work for your wealth 24 hours a day, if you want money to stop running away from you, if you want to have the same mindset that billionaires like Warren Buffett have, click the link in the description now. There's a special opportunity waiting for you, but it needs to be now, because every day that passes without old programming is money you're leaving on the table.